Okay, hopefully I'm being heard tonight. Okie dokie. Says I'm online. Hi, Donna. Okay, I have to put my jelly mats away. I did move my camera closer. I have to find the covers for my jelly mats. Guys, I'm super all over the place on this desk right now. I'm going to stack my mats. I don't know if I can find all the covers. Being as they're clear. So, I got these off of the Amazon just simply because they were cute, not because I needed them. They're little magnets. And they're 4 diamond dot paintings to hold your sheets down or something like that. But they're these tiny little, they got little faces. And they're diamonds, or they're magnets. I thought, how cute would that be, like, if you're on the, what you call it? The mat from Hannah Winkley or whatever, the one that Lou made her own version of, because she uses alcohol to clean her mat. I have that one somewhere. The great unknown of my craft room. So looks like I have 2 people on Facebook, 3 people on Facebook. Lori, Shiloh, Teresa. Donna is on YouTube. Whichever is your jam is fine by me. That's a sewing bit. Shoot. Okay. I don't know if they're strong. I haven't really... I ain't strong enough to go through this. I would say it's I mean, this thing is pretty thick. Hey Barb, thank you for joining us. I just thought they were stinking cute with their little faces. I mean, come on, how can you resist a little face? And when I'm using the mat, that would be cute to look at. And it came with 6 of them. I got purple, pink, red, white, the yellow, and then a light blue. And they are sticking to one another through the case. So I'd say that's pretty strong, and I mean cute, just cute. What good they'll do me when the time comes, I don't know, but they were cute. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what to call you, Bow Attack Nicole, because I'm a little confused by that one. Just like everyone else is confused about my cat, Jenny, Jennifer. What do I call you? Is it Sophie? Because I want to call you Nicole, since that's what it says. So you gotta let me know. Sophia, okay. Do you have a story behind it? Because mine all started with a story. Well, sort of. If you guys want to know my story, I will tell it. I think I've kind of explained it before, but... we gotta clean up my desk here. So I'm just chatting while I clean, sort of. Play, show you my stuff. So growing up, I always went by Jenny. And I went by Jenie because in my class there was a Jeannie, Ginny, and another Jenny. And so I didn't want to be Jennifer because that just, I mean, even as a kid, that sounds stuffy. My mom will tell you that she did not want me to go by Jenny because the term Jenny is a name for a female donkey. Now, my dad told me that he liked the name Jenny because that is what King Arthur calls Queen Guinevere, Jenny. And later on, whatever reason, I was looking up the name Jennifer, and I found that the name Jennifer is actually derived from the name Guinevere. It's just a new age version of it, I guess. Anyways, I thought my dad was drunk or something because he did have a drinking problem. I didn't know what my dad was on when he said that it was short for Guinevere. I was like, what? I thought it was crazy. He was right. Sorry, Dad. Up in heaven. I apologize. Anyways, that's just my funny story about my dad. Then I went through all of high school, grade school, whatever. Jenny, always Jenny. My parents called me Jennifer. Extended family, usually from Texas, tended to call me Jen, even though I hated being called Jen. And a very few amount of people got away with saying my name like they were Forrest Gump. Jenny. You know, sorry. Very few people. A good friend in high school, he would call me Jenny like that. I allow him to do it. And then someone I met in college who is actually from Georgia, I allow him to do that. Only 2 people. My best friend calls me Jun Jun. It's okay, I'm pretty used to it now. My best friend calls me Jun Jun, but she's the only one. And then around the time I graduated high school, someone told me, "You smile like a Cheshire cat." So when you see a Cheshire cat smile, she said, "I smile big like a Cheshire cat." And so people started getting me Cheshire cat stuff, the pink and purple, and it's okay, Barb. The pink and purple and black just kind of became more and more of a thing for me. And actually, let me go grab something real quick because it's one of my favorite craft room artifacts. If you can hear me walking, the squeaky sound is my shoes. I don't know why they're squeaking. Okay, so this is my favorite little artifact. Now you can tell it's a orange tabby cat and it's a Cheshire cat. It's a bobblehead. So it says Cheshire cat and it's got an open Alice in Wonderland book. I got this after my husband and I got married. So this is my bobblehead from my craft room. So my friends started telling me that I smiled like a Cheshire cat, so that's where the Cheshire cat came from. When my husband and I started dating, he told me, "You're old enough to go by Jennifer." Mind you, my husband met me when we were 15. No, we were 14 when we met. He is 2 days younger than me. Literally 2 days. Can you still hear me? I'm not seeing anything coming up in the chat right now. Okay. So my husband told me when I was 25, "You're old enough to go by Jennifer." And I looked at him and I was like, "Okay, why?" I thought that was funny. He never calls me Jennifer unless I'm in trouble, just like a parent. Hold on, my mom sent me a message. Oh, it is snowing at my mom's house. Anyways, my husband told me I was old enough to go by Jennifer, and so I started going by Jennifer, specifically at work. Usually at work. And then eventually I noticed I was introducing myself as Jennifer more often. But when I started crafting, and specifically blogging and doing videos, I didn't want to go by Jennifer. I didn't want to go by Jenny. Mostly because I didn't want my personal life necessarily following my blogging life. I wanted to separate it, not because I didn't want personal on my blog or blog in my personal. It was like I wanted that break to kind of have like a separate space, a place that I could go that was away from the other. So I decided to use a name to go by, and I went by Cheshire Cat Scraps. And I mean, I made this. It says Jenny at Cheshire Cat Scraps. This is my first little nameplate that I did, using wood scrapple pieces and flowers. Obviously not done very well. You can see a bunch of the glue and yeah. But then I noticed everybody had a hard time saying Cheshire. And so instead of going by Cheshire, I started telling people, well, just call me Cat. Then everybody was just calling me Cat. So I no longer went by the Cheshire, and then I decided, well, I'm not really a scrapper. I like paper crafts, so I'm more of a crafter, not a scrapper. And so I went to Creates. I tried the Crafty Cat House because I have a house full of cats. I have 3 cats. And then I didn't really like that. Didn't seem to go over too well. So I just knocked it down to Crafty Cat, and then the Creates was just because Lou, I was explaining my name, punk. Come at me, ho. At least I saw my face. I was cleaning my desk, and then I got distracted because I asked Sophie, whether to call her Sophie or Nicole, and it confused me. I asked if there was a reason behind the name difference, and that segued into my name difference. I did. I called you a hoe because I see you calling other people hoe. You a craft hoe. I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm a craft hoe. You give me craft stuff and I'm happy. Anyways. So you can call me Kat, you can call me Jennifer, you can call me Jenny, you can do whatever you'd like. Lori, I am using a computer program called OBS Studio. A lot of game streamers use it, and they streamers use it, so they pipe in their video game that they're playing, and then they have like little screens of like their faces and stuff. I will see if I can fix the screen though. Okay. Oops. That better? Magic. I have multiple webcams. Obviously, this one that you see above me, and then one here in front of me. I also have the way that I can use my cell phone as a camera if I really needed to, and I have a fancy digital camera that if I really wanted to, I could hook up as a camera for crafting, but I'm not there yet. I would have to plug it into power to do that, and I don't want to lug it out, set it up, do all that. So anyways, I have cleaned off some of my space. Are you guys down too far? Are you too close? Too far away? What's your preference here? I'm not a professional. I just fancy. I like to be fancy. I went to school for technology, so me and technology have a dalliance. It does not require. Like Carrie, I'm using my computer to do a live stream. I think she's also using a webcam. I'm just using a different program, I think. I would have to compare to hers more. I've only seen her live once, I think. When she was live the other night was when I wanted to work on my album with you guys, but since she was live, I gave her the stage, and I ended up on a phone call. So I was FaceTiming with a friend that I don't talk to very often, so it worked out just fine. And I think I'm probably going to end up having to redo my cover page here because I'm not liking the way it's sticking. Where's my good glue? I don't like Tombow. Yeah, see, there you go, Lou. You're getting called out. Let's see. It's my craft tacky. I see it. Rub it. And by the way, I think I knocked my camera. Okay. If you were going to do live and you wanted a fancier setup like this, per what Lou says, or some of you guys think, I am more than willing to help you with questions or hooking up your computer. I can do certain types of tech support as long as you're willing to talk to me and give me access to your computer. I'm willing to help, but you have to talk to me first. And I will help you. Let's see, when was the last time we used you? White craft rooms are great so long as ooh, that's got a very plugged center, I think. Let's see. They get dirty. I will tell you, they get dirty. Oh. Nope. And yes, I'm blowing on my glue. Trying to figure out where the stop is. This big bottle is art glitter glue. I think this is a Craft Perfect tip. and I've never had good luck with them. I don't know even why I still have it on with this tip. Must have gotten a second one on clearance or something. Ew, Lou, you're gonna pick your nose on camera? Come on, glue. There we go. I tried to wrap my edges on this book and I made it too small. I'm trying to make a baby album. The blanket that I've been showing you guys is almost done. I just have to put some stays throughout the middle of it so that the fabric doesn't separate and gather and droop in the middle. So this will be an accompaniment to my baby blanket that I made for them. And the baby shower is this Saturday, so I need to get a move on it. I do? Holy smokes. I do. There's 29 of you. Who else is here? That's crazy. Lou, is there a way to actually see who's watching? Because I don't even know. When I did lives moons ago, I'd say many moons ago, but people generally think that means like really, really, really long time ago. I'm talking within the last 10 years. Okay, I was checking. When I did live streams before, it was via Ustream. And Ustream, you could actually see the names of people talking to you and who was actually there. Aw, thank you, Sophie. I appreciate that. I'm not doing a whole lot of anything spectacular right now. So I hope I don't chase you all away. Yeah. Have to grab my paper. I picked up this baby paper from Hobby Lobby. It's called Darling Dearest. And I thought it was just like super sweet and cute. It's not any one particular gender. There's like an equal amount of blue and pink. There's greens, there's grays. So I just thought it was a very sweet simple paper. And so for the fronts, well, I was thinking I wanted this, and I was going to make a shaker. Her name is Avery Jane, and I have chipboard letters from Hobby Lobby. I was going to put this in the back and then make a shaker with her name in it, like glued down, glue her name in it, put the shaker part so that the shaker bits went around her name, but her name stayed in place with this as the background. So the letters would glue to this. I would stack it up a little bit and the front could shake. I am not spreading the glue with a bone folder. I was just pushing with my bone folder. Well, I dropped 10 people. So I used to make mini albums all the time. For me, making a mini album, so to say, from scratch is not such a big deal. This is my, what are these called? Perfect trim ruler. I use this for mitering my edges, that type of thing. I have it with a dangle so I don't lose it as I throw my dangle across the room. And that way I have like a travel bag I can snap it onto and take it with me. So I got 2 pads of the paper, and I was going to kind of double mat it. So I was thinking that if I cover whatever the base, make my base out of craft, then I could put alternating pink and gray mats on top of that with whatever matching paper I want. Since this has a lot of gray and pink tones, that's kind of what I was going with, and the craft would be neutral. I'm not some amazing crafter. I'm just your standard person. I just enjoy doing the whole process. So I have lots and lots of tutorials. Kathy King from Paper Phenomenon. I just bought one from Genevieve Designs. Thank you, Lou. I mean, like, I'm not, some superior crafter. I don't have any skills that another crafter can't have themselves. Just take your time. And for me, a homemade gift is so much more special than just buying something in the store and handing that over. If I have a connection to you, I would rather give you something that I've made that for me is putting my heart into, to give to you, to make you something special. I've given many of a mini album for weddings and babies. I made my best friend one for her wedding. She made me one for mine. That's a pretty special piece in my room too. I'm just pulling out one of each paper so I have something to look at as I go. Flips and flaps, Lori, honestly, they are great. You just gotta really know how to put them together and mat them. Thank you card, Shiloh, would be a great way. The mom of this baby is very much a handmade, homemade person. She has her own business with like refurnishing furniture pieces and helping to organize and decorate homes. Her husband is a website designer, and they both have such amazing hearts. This is their first baby. They have names that start with J's too, so they are Josh and Jamie, and we are Jesse and Jenny. Because like I said, hardly anyone calls me Jennifer outside of work. If you call me Jennifer, I tend to think I'm in trouble. I've gotten a lot better over the years. The more I tell people my name is Jennifer, the less feeling like I'm in trouble it gets. So Lou, that does not mean stop calling me Jennifer. You can call me Jennifer. When I started to really blog and craft a lot more, people honestly started calling me Kat all the time. And I mean, there have been times where I've been like out shopping because I used to go to local crops, and people kept calling me Kat, and I would be shopping and somebody would yell out, "Kat!" And at first it right over my head, not even computing that they're talking to me. And eventually I started responding to it, and I would forget to tell people that my name is Jennifer. And I went to go meet someone that I had met in a Facebook group that was local. We went to meet up for dinner, and I walked over to her and I said, "Hi, I'm Jennifer." And she looked at me. I was like, "Oh, Kat." They really thought that my name was going to be like Catherine or Katie or Kathleen or something that, related to Kat, and it's not. My first name is in no way related to Kat, and that tends to throw people for a loop, and it makes me laugh because I just forget to say anything. Yeah, just no Jen. I don't like being called Jen. I don't really know why. It's just not my preference. Oh, my grandma's calling. Sorry. Anyways, just not my preference. Never liked being called Jen. So I'm going to kind of categorize these into like kind of color families, I think. No, wrong color family. Cookie. Okay, that's an interesting one, Lori. I like it. Okay, Lou, enjoy your dinner. Hope it's yummy. I'm a slow crafter. Sorry. Well, I'm a talker. Okay, so so these ones are more multicolored. So these have all the different colors and not just one primary color, and these have more of a primary color. So I'm going to set these off to the side. Put my glue tip in. And I do have glue bottles, just like Lou has, the little ones. I just gotta put glue in them if that's what I want to use. I did not buy them because of Lou. I've already had them. I'm losing my mind, guys. Okay. So this was what I was talking about, putting this as the background and making it like a shaker part, stacking up around the edges and putting the letters inside, and then making it so like when you shake it, the front has beads that roll around and such. What do you guys think? Person I was FaceTiming with was not much of a crafter to ask. So, hi Peg. So something like that, and then the little bits kind of shift through the letters, kind of like a rain stick. Does that make sense? How to know she's a crafter? She uses a stylus tool to put her hair up. They are just from Hobby Lobby. I haven't done anything to them, but I was going to cover them in a paper, probably pink and gray. Or maybe put Inca Gold Nuvo on it. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Grandma. I'm busy right now. Can I call you back later? I'm busy right now. Can I call you back later? Okay. Bye. When she calls multiple times, it means she really wants to talk to me. But she stays up pretty late, so I can call her back. It's okay. Hi, Sonia. What's the temperature down there today? Do you have a beautiful day? Oh, 82. We had a pretty good day today. It was around 70. I had to go run some returns up to a UPS store after I got off of work at 5. And the only thing was it's super windy today. I just want to see what this looks like. So I'm rubbing some Nuvo paste on with my finger. And this is Peony Pink. So windy today, Barb. Ugh. The first year that we owned our own house, we bought, it was just a little bit north of here, about 5 miles north of where I live now, so not very far away. And I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. And I'm on the, like literally Fort Worth, Texas. That's the name of the area that I'm in. I'm right on the edge of Haltom City and what is called Watauga. No, this is not new. I have had this for years. So I took the chipboard and made it pink, kind of a metallic pink. I think that came out pretty good actually, considering I didn't put any paper on it. My finger's very pink though. Let's see. Thought I had another Nuvo paste. Oh, that's metallic. Okay, so I don't have another Nuvo, but I have an Inca in silver. I don't have any Prima. I have Prima chalk edgers. Does that count? There's gonna make a comeback because I have all the colors. Oh, you want me to get a finger dauber? You can do that. Let's see. This Inca Gold is very dry. Can you rehydrate them with water? By chance? So we were in the mid 70s today, apparently, but very, 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 very windy. When we had our first house, that's what I was saying. When we bought our first house, we bought this like overhang for our backyard for a birthday party. We had the birthday party, had it up, blah blah blah, and it was like a couple months later, and the same friend whose birthday party we bought it to have during her party was over, and we were just hanging out having dinner and whatnot, and all of a sudden we hear this thump, and we look out, and literally the wind had just up and picked this thing and tossed it across my yard, knocked over our barbecue grill, just mangled the heck out of the overhang that we had just bought. It was maybe 2 months old. Peg, how far from Hudson are you? I know that Brandon is not very far, but I don't know if I've asked you. Because my in-laws, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law's husband, so stepfather-in-law, but they live in Hudson, right across from Minneapolis. And so sometimes we go out there. Well, these are like really, really old. The Inca Gold, I just opened the Pink Nouveau. So that's brand new, opened. But it's not a new color. I've had it, I just never opened it. The Inca Gold is probably like 7 years old. Oh, well, 2 hours isn't that bad in terms of traveling, or is that just the Texan in me? 2 hours is nothing when traveling in Texas. Of course, 2 hours in Texas is very different than 2 hours in California, which is where I grew up. That's mostly because of traffic. Texas, it's because of actual distance. Oh, what part of California, Peg? Speak specifics. I grew up in the town where Six Flags is. Spaghetti Highway. Sonia, you're so funny. I grew up where Six Flags is in California. It's just north of Los Angeles. If you're old enough to remember, the last great California earthquake was the earthquake of 94, I think. And that was okay. Bellflower. I lived in Torrance and La Mirada for a little bit. And Lake Elsinore. My mom lives up in Wrightwood, and when my dad decided for his 60th birthday that he wanted to go skydiving, my parents went to Lake Elsinore to go skydiving. Well, that just straight up soaked up all that water. That's probably a good thing. I lived in San Bernardino and Redlands for a little bit. When I left home for the first time. So. Clean off my fingers. I think those turned out really cute, and I didn't even have to like really paint them. They're very soft and they look very good with the background. I like it. Okay. Not done cleaning my fingers apparently. I also tell people I'm from the town that the Drew Barrymore Netflix series, The Santa Clarita Diet, came from. Or if you're into celebrity news, the town that Jamie Lynn Spears lived in when she got pregnant as a teenager. Lots of celebrities lived in our town. Taylor Lautner, Ashley Tisdale, a number of people. Yeah, it's a very soft pink that looks very nice with the paper, I think. That turned out to be a perfect set of colors. Who knows? Should I make it the front into a shaker? Taking a poll. I expect 13 answers. It's actually going to be the front of a baby album. Should I make it into a shaker? Shaker, album cover. And I am not Lou, I drink. I got 4 yeses. There are 4 more people watching. I don't have baby rattles. They can be like a baby rattle. just with her name. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sonia, is that a yes for you? That would be 6. I got 2 lurkers. Although my numbers say I have 11 people, my chat stream says 8. Okay. We will make an album shaker. Should I make the shaker detachable? Okay, what else can I talk about? I don't have kids, so I don't have any kid stories. I got cat stories. My red-headed tabby cat, my Cheshire cat, he's a goober. His name is Garfield, and he is my shadow. If I let him, he would run in right now and try and get in my lap. He has previously crashed many a live stream for me to make an appearance. He is my furry love. And there is no doubt that I am his mama. He is an adhesive junkie, and he thinks that my craft room is hog heaven, and if I don't watch him carefully, eventually our hair will just... And he's munching on something in this room that has glue on it, be it a tape glue or glue residue. It's got glue on it, and he is trying to munch on it. He will steal glue strips out of our trash can. He is hilarious. If my husband tries to kick him out of our bedroom to go to sleep at night, he will fumble around, and he'll just like lay down like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go, Mom. Mom, don't make me go. And just like flops over and like ignores Dad, who's like, come on, dude. Come on. Go. I want to go to sleep. Yes, he is an adhesive junkie. My cat is an adhesive junkie. That's why when you guys were talking about on Lou's live the other day that her dogs chewed on her tape, I mentioned my cat is an adhesive junkie. And I truly mean that. My husband is like, that is your cat. He was supposed to be my cat, but that is your cat. 'Cause not even kidding. Lori, my cats, and I'm sure many a cat person has probably said it to you, but my cats are not normal cats. My cats convert non-cat people into cat people. They are social cats. They want to be with people. They want to be in your lap. They want to be loved on. They're not the meow at you just because they want to. They are more, ooh, people pet me. Ooh, people talk to me. Type of animals, which is more like a dog in most people's opinion. My dogs did not like my cats at first either. I was afraid to leave my dogs loose with my cats in the house. In fact, initially, I would put my cats in our converted garage at our old house at night so that our dogs wouldn't growl and bark at them all night initially. Eventually, my cats snuggle. My cats snuggle more than my dogs. So yeah. Yep, that's pretty much my cats. They came to visit me. What do you want? Some of our friends that come to visit and stay sometimes with us, they're like, where's my cat? Dino! Because I have a cat named Dino. That's my other Cheshire Cat-ish story, is when we first got our first cat. I named it Dinah, which is Alice in Wonderland's cat, Alice's cat, in real life before she tumbles down the hole into Wonderland, before she falls asleep. She's sitting talking to her teacher or sister or somebody, and she has a cat with a bow. In the cartoon, the Disney cartoon. The freak was that? Anyways, I was showing somebody the cat, and they go, sweetheart, this is a Dino, not a Dinah. He got trouble puffs, and I didn't know how to check for trouble puffs on a boy cat. It had been so long since I'd had a cat, I had no clue what to look for. Sure enough, Dino is a Dino, not a Dinah. He's also our equal opportunity lover. He loves all cats. He will snuggle with boys or girls. Any human that comes in the door, he thinks is there to snuggle him. And he will tell you his opinion of you. He is also very talkative and just wants to be petted. He is very much a pet me cat. Anyways, okay. Avery Jane is now on the cover. Now how do I make this into a shaker, guys? Strips? Well, I gotta build up the sides. Let me get a piece of acetate. I will be right back. Talks amongst yourselves. Hello, Nadia, if you're a real person. Come here, Trimmer. And this is a Martha Stewart trimmer. I don't even know if you can get the pieces to it anymore. Well, that's good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra blades chilling in here. Yay me. Oops. Yeah. This is a very cheap one off of Amazon. I got it a while ago. Very cheap. Whew. Super cheap. Okay, we're gonna double that foam tape. Let me move this stuff out of the way because it's sticky. So, Lou shares all of her favorite crafty gems from Amazon. What are some of your favorite crafty gems that you've found on Amazon? Last night I showed you guys the diamond dot pads that I grabbed. That really held on to my Brutus Monroe mat, and could hold paper. I didn't even think of that until Lou asked. What are things that you have found that you would consider an Amazon crafting gem? For instance, I would not consider this roll of tape a crafty gem. It is a pain in the butt. At least with my Scotch tape, I could fold this in half and feel confident. This is very sticky. It's sticking to my fingers. I'm gonna have to powder the inside edge. It's morphing my acetate. Is it cheap? Yes. Anyone? I did order this accent opaque digital 80-pound paper that Lou suggested. I've not used it much yet, but I also have the 120-pound paper of the same brand that she is all about. So we'll see when I'm done with my album. I'll go back to making different things. Again, I am a paper crafter. I don't do just cards. Primarily paper. Obviously, I do occasionally slip into other mediums like sewing, but I like multimedia crafting. Let me grab. Is there a Karen? I don't see a Karen. Oh. Oh, good night, Teresa. I hope you sleep well. Whatever it is you're taking, I hope it helps. I know new meds can kind of play a trick on you. Oh. Well, welcome Teresa's friend Karen. If you were here, and I do so very much appreciate each of you that has shared to other groups or friends that you think will enjoy. These first couple of nights might not be everyone's forte since it's not necessarily card making, but I realize that these corners are not super lined up with this tape. I'm trying to stick them together. Yes, crafting is crafting, but I know that not everybody enjoys watching any crafting. Sometimes they want it to be the type of crafting that they're the most into. And yes, I got the 1,000,001 pack of tweezers like Lou. I just got the Ohuhu markers. I ordered the skin pack separately. And those just arrived. And I mean, for a marker, I like, for one, that they're round like a normal pen. This one is the bullet and fine, or bullet and brush. And I mean, the brush tip is pretty nice. I mean, I'm not super knowledgeable with Copics. I do own some Copics, but it's not a medium that I've really done much with. So for me, an alcohol marker is going to be an alcohol marker because I'm not partial to one over the other. How did that? I actually have a pretty decent collection of them. Just not enough to really say that I prefer. I've not used them enough to say I prefer them over like my Spectrum Noir or these. I also am kind of a I want it all crafter. So for me, I want to know what's out there and what it does and if I like it, so that I know. Because I mean, the Ohuhu markers, this set was like $40. The full 216 set, that this is only a few more than what was missing out of the other one, but this is the bullet and brush, whereas the 216 set is the brush and the chisel. So for skin, I was like, well, if it's missing some of the skin tones, I'll just buy the skin tones and buy it in the fine and brush, because then I can get in the tiny places for skin tones. So anyways, okay. So let's see. Hi, Penny. I got some light green. Well, thank you, Penny, for sharing. I appreciate that. Some light pink. Little pistachio. I have a nickname? Hey. Trying to open. Ow! I am bleeding. Give me a momento. I have blood. I have a feeling. I felt it. I knew. What time is it? Just like sliced right up. You can kind of see it. Right across my knuckle. Ah. For whatever reason, my diamond dots are very hard to open. Make Halloween cards. I'm actually not even making a card, Penny. I am making an album, and we are working on the cover for a baby book that I am making. This seems like it's not going to be difficult. Gonna be very full. Lou will be proud of the shaker. Do I have gray of some kind? Kind of a sand color. What do you think? I usually make my own spine. I do have a cinch. If I really wanted to go that route, I could. I wouldn't be surprised if they've learned by now. Now, let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Nope. I made me a right down mess. That's okay. I keep hearing noises, and I'm wondering if it's my husband in his room next door or something outside. So my craft room, he has his own office / workout room. So kind of, he's super into a international program called Toastmasters. And in Toastmasters, he is part of his local hierarchy of leaders. So each Toastmasters group has like their own president and club leaders, And then they have what are called district and regional leaders, and he's part of that. As well as being in his club, he's also part of the leadership for the area. I gotta get used to turning on my lamp. I have a light right outside my room that I can turn on from the inside that will say on air, so he knows that I am live. If he's looking outside, the light will be on, saying on air. So he won't have to open the door and me say, I'm on alive. He'll know without having to open the door. Well, I'm going to be finding diamond dots all over my floor for a while. But that's okay. One day, the people that buy this house from us, whenever in the future they're going to be in this room and they're going to be like, what did this woman do? There's lights on the ceiling, find all this crap on the floor. Someone will be intrigued. Well, it's like cat hair. I'm never fully dressed unless I have some cat hair. Rob, you said you have this foam tape. Do you like it? Because so far I'm not a fan. I don't think I would buy it again. Well, we didn't get much done, but we have a shaker. And I'm going to put a frame on the top, but Sounds like a rainmaker. So, I mean, once we put a frame around it, it'll look much better. But I like it so far. Let me check. What is my schedule for tomorrow? So tomorrow, more than likely, I will not be live. But Thursday I can come on by 5:30 my time, which is a couple hours earlier now than I am now. Thursday I probably won't be on as long because my husband's not on his meeting for very long. And then Friday I will be on basically most of the evening because my husband will be busy until 10 p.m. I kind of go off of when his meetings are right now because I don't have my own schedule for the time being, but I do need to get this done, so I may come on tomorrow. I will let you know. And we will see how the rest of the album plays out because I have to have this done by Saturday lunch, basically. And I mean, trying to figure out my decorations is the hardest part for me. I can make a page, we can make pockets, we can make flips. It's figuring out what decorative elements to use. Decorating is the hard part. So I will catch you guys possibly tomorrow, if not on Thursday. I will make a post ahead of time once I have a confirmed time for myself and let you know. Let's get some cleanup done. Any questions? Lori, I will definitely show you how to use the corner round, the miter. Here, I'll show you real quick how to use the miter tool because I have extra chipboard. I have a piece of gray cardstock right here so we can where is my miter tool? This is why I have it on a ring. Come here, perfect corner. Let's see, where did I put it? Lori, do you see it? Haha. Okay. Lori, are you still here? Lori? Okay, Lori, if you're here, it's got instructions on here. And basically it says determine what the size of your chipboard is. So for me, my chipboard is pretty thin. So it's the 0.0625, I think. You measure it against the side. Then you stick your chipboard in that corner. So you line it up where that corner is. And then you take your tool, you slice off the paper. Once you've sliced off your paper, now when you go to roll your edges, you may want to push your corner in, but when you roll your edges, they will roll real nice and neat. Now maybe I didn't want to poke my edge. So when you tuck them in, they line up real nice and straight. So all it does is help you cut the corner at the right angle to wrap your board. So Lori, if you see the last few minutes, that's what it's for. This is from perfecttrimruler.com. Now you can get different versions of this. That metal piece that I was waving around earlier. Where did it go? When I was testing the magnetic piece, here it is. This is another one that does the same thing. But this one, you just put it in the corner and cut it. So, same concept. This one is from Colorway Arts. And this one is the Perfect Trim Ruler. And there are many ways that you can go about doing the same concept. You can take a piece of the same cardboard and just square it up. or double it so that it has a little bit of room when you fold it. So you can just square it up like that. So there are different ways, but that's what it's used for. Two rulers, same concept. And some people do, and that's totally fine too. Some people like to be cool and have the cool toys. I'm one of them. Guilty. I like the cool toys. That would be why I have 3 cutting machines. Oh, sorry, 4. I have 4 cutting machines. Electronic cutting machines. So I'm talking Cricut, Silhouette Cameo, Brother Scan and Cut. I have a Cricut Joy. And then I have 2 Geminis here on my desk, pointing at them. So yeah. Okay, ladies and gents, because I don't know if there's any gents watching. I will see you guys next time. Sayonara.